was close to hitting them in the face. They wrote, "Teena is as funny as cancer." I can't believe people still perform there. I didn't think I could ever perform again. Hello and welcome back for another episode of Teena Talks. I do a new episode every single Tuesday at 12 AM BST. So if you like all things comedy, all things delusion and all things drag, be sure to go and subscribe. As you have seen recently, I have been doing drag competitions. And this is sort of the end of the story. A sort of very general recap to go and discuss the competitions I did. But most importantly, how can I go and attribute my successes and my failures to my own competition, QUEEROVISION. Now, just to make sure you are aware, we've already had our first QUEEROVISION of 2026. I'll put a link above if you want to go and watch the whole show. And next week here in Liverpool, we have Heat 2 for our first ever Northern Heat, and the day afterwards we're going to be at the Hot Water Comedy Club for a very special version of QUEEROVISION, and we have more dates in Edinburgh and London, accumulating to our grand final in November. Now, I'm not going to drag anyone through the mud. I'm not going to be like, that judge was so unprofessional, I was close to hitting them in the face, or that venue was such a shit show, I can't believe people still perform there. Because none of those things are true. Competitions are a particular beast, and I should know, not just having done competitions myself, having success in competitions, but running a competition such as QUEEROVISION. You have to go and think about what is my motivation for doing a competition to start with. Now, for myself, you know, I've managed to have a lot of experience on the stage as both a comedian and a drag artist. I am really, really lucky in my situation. You know, I work a lot. I don't need for stage time for the competition. Yeah, it's nice to go and meet venues. I don't need any of that. But if you need to go and get the stage time, and this obviously is true for drag as well as comedy, if you need to get the stage time, if you need to go and meet the venues, if you want to go and make some friends, that is why you should go and do competitions. At this point in my career, I don't need to go and do that, but I wanted to go and do that so I could learn things about QUEEROVISION. If you want to go and see how I got on at those competitions, go and watch the previous videos. I had so much fun. I learned absolutely nothing about myself. I got to go and try out my future Edinburgh Fringe show, Who's the Daddy, in different venues. I got to go and make some friends. I didn't get many free drinks, and if you come and do QUEEROVISION, every single act does get a complimentary drink with it. But I got to make friends, I got to make content. It was really, really good. I got out of it what I wanted to get out of it. I didn't take any of my critiques seriously, as I've already said, but I also didn't take any of my losing seriously. It reminds me doing QUEEROVISION a few years ago when I got this message from one of the acts in the final. An interesting fact, I just screenshotted it before coming on, and he now knows that I screenshotted it and I've now blocked him. But anyway, things like that, you can't be a sore loser. I have one thing always ringing in my mind. What did the fabulous Carly Flower have to go and say about competitions last week?
So, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because you never know who you're going to work with in the future.
It is all fun. So, for example, I did the finale in Leeds on Wednesday. Oh, spoiler, I didn't win anything else, by the way. I didn't film it. I talked to the owner afterwards and she said, come back next year, try again. And I said, well, why do I want to come back next year? I've already shown you what I can do. And she said, well, you know, to get some more exposure. And the moment she said exposure to me, I was like, I don't need the exposure. You have seen what I can do. Book me if you want. And then, of course, she went in to go and say bars are struggling. And, of course, bars are struggling. We completely understand this. There's so many performers out there as well we have to go and stand up against. There's so many different factors that get involved. Essentially, we are doing free labour. But do competitions if you get something out of it. And if you're doing QUEEROVISION, you certainly get a lot out of it. Because I don't just give you a drink token. I also go and film everything as well. I champion you, I give notes. And the prizes are amazing as well. For example, the prize of QUEEROVISION, it used to go and be just money, but now you get to go and perform at one of the UK's top 4 comedy clubs, Hot Water Comedy, here in Liverpool. And of course, congratulations to Sam Cook, who won last year. You know, I'm paying him, I'm sending him up here, accommodation, also part of the package for winning QUEEROVISION as well, is that you get to go and have a year membership for me. So Sam and I check in every single week and I help him along his career, give him all the advice. So you're not just getting, you know, sort of just a cash prize, you're getting so much more. And you don't also have to win QUEEROVISION as well. for the Hot Water Comedy Club, we have people coming up from each of the series. Some of them never even won. I just love their talent. And that's the thing. It comes from meeting people, networking with people. This is not really me talking about competitions. It's me promoting QUEEROVISION. I'm going to go and remind you again, when is QUEEROVISION going to be? And if you're in London, if you're in the north of England, if you're going to be in Edinburgh, you're going to find us. Only the Midlands is not being taken care of, but that's okay. We don't want to go to the Midlands. I'm from the Midlands. It sucks. I love the Midlands. You're my favourite part. Maybe next year we'll go into Midlands. But listen, competitions are great. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting my journey. We're going to go back to normal next week, but hey, yes, you've just been part of an advert for QUEEROVISION. Come along, it's going to be so much fun. Thank you so much for watching all of my videos. Is there anything else I can say to put in a promo just to get a little bit of clout?
Because I wasn't seen, my feelings are much...
Oh, I got an idea. Literally after that performance, I thought I was going... And I can't say that, I think something else. After that performance, I didn't think I could ever perform again. Okay, I'll do better than that. After I performed, I actually found one of the judges' questionnaire things, and they wrote, "Teena is as funny as cancer." Because rhythm is a dancer. I'm so going to get cancelled. Let's think about QUEEROVISION as well. We make sure that voting is fair. If you want to go and see how the QUEEROVISION voting works, of course, be sure to go and watch our first heat in London the other day. It makes sure that only the top can rise. And just, I guess, a final thought, thinking about the message I put before, I'm going to do it again, that evil screenshot. The cream always will rise to the top. And if you don't win, it doesn't mean you're not amazing. You can still be amazing. Some people are made for competitions. I did competitions 2 years ago. I won nearly every single competition I did. I've come back a lot more experienced, and I can't seem to go through these competitions. It doesn't mean anything about your value. Just be who you are, stick to your own original brand, be exactly who you are, and do not change for anyone. Anyway, this has been an advertorial for QUEEROVISION. My name is Teena. I do a new episode every single Tuesday at 12 PM BST. I love you all so much. We're going back to normal programming next week because it is Eurovision week, and I'm going to have lots of fun videos with you all. But for now, my name is Teena. I'm very famous. I might not be a winner, but everyone who subscribes is a winner. Everyone who comments is a winner. Everyone who likes this post is a winner. And I'll see you next week for another episode of Teena Talks. I'm Boris Johnson.